Hello, my name is Liam Kiley. I am currently a second year student on the BTEC National Diploma for IT Practitioners at Newcastle-under-Lyme College. One of my units I'm currently studying is based around digital graphics and systems. For one of my criteria, I need to create 3 images to a given standard. This is going to be my video evidence for the 3 graphics showcasing my talents in a few Adobe CS5 packages. Let's get started. Firstly, we're going to be creating a web banner that is going to later be used for our letterhead for the business. Firstly, I'm going to start by clicking on File and New to create my blank canvas. I'm going to call this banner _1. I want it to be a custom size. I'm going to make sure these are in pixels. I want a fixed width of 995 pixels, followed by a height of 110 pixels. This is a common size for web banners focusing on multiple web pages. Now that I've created my canvas, I want to first start off by colouring the background. I'm going to go over to my colour palette, and for my first colour I already know the code, so I'm going to have 2 for R, 1 for 3 for G, and for my B will be 251. I'm going to make sure this is set to the foreground and white is the background. I'm going to hold down on the gradient tool, select the paint tool, and I'm going to colour my background. Now that I've coloured my background, I'm going to create a new layer by clicking down here in the column. I'm going to name this layer image _ repair. I'm now going to go to File, Open, navigate to my desktop in a folder I've already created, and I'm going to be opening this repair image I've got from clipart, so it is royalty free and can be used on anything. As you can see, this image is larger than we'd actually hope. So first of all, we're going to start by pressing Ctrl A, which is going to bring up the marching house, which will select all of the image. Then going to go on to Edit, going to go on Copy. You can see here we've got 2 tabs open. We're going to go back over to banner _1, and then going to click Edit and Paste, or in other cases you can press Ctrl V. I'm now going to paste my image, and as you can see the image is bigger than I originally anticipated. I'm just going to select on my Move tool. I'm going to press Ctrl T, which is going to allow me to resize the image. I'm going to bring it up so I get everything in line. I'm looking to have the stethoscope at least halfway into the page with a few of the keys showing. Once I have liked the position, I'm going to double click, and as you can see I've got my image. I am now going to create, firstly, as you can see, we have a sharp edge here and it is on top of the background. We want the blue to be showing away. First I need to create a layer mask, so when I come to edit the image it will focus mainly on the background. I'm going to do this by clicking on my background layer over there. I'm going to use the magic wand tool to select my image. I'm then going to click on my image _ repair, and I'm going to click the layer mask down here, which is going to allow it to be layer mask. Before I can get started on laying the image together, I first just need to unclick where these layer mask and things are linked together. Right. Now I'm going to click on my image and I'm going to click overlay. As you can see, the images are blended together, but we have a sharp edge on this section here, and we want to get rid of this because we want it to blend into the background to have a nice overlay gradient effect. What I'm going to do this is click back on my background. I'm going to use my magic wand to select it. I'm then going to click on my layer mask. And I'm now going to use my gradient tool, which is located where the paintbrush tool is. I then need to double check that I am currently on the foreground to transparent. I want to make sure that my black to white is in the current place. I'm then going to use my gradient mask. I'm going to hold down on the shift key to make sure I draw a steady line. I'm going to go to a few pixels in, and as you notice it's slowly starting to blend away. I'm going to go to on the opposite end also. I'm just going to do it from the top and also from this very small to the bottom. I'm just going to do it one more time there and one more time there. And now as you can see it is blended into the background, causing a nice blurring effect. Just as a notice, I can also do it there again, just to make it a bit more effective. Now that we've got a nice effect with an overlay and a gradient meeting the two images, we're now going to put some text onto the image to say what the business is and just the email address of the business. Really easy to enter text. You simply press T on your keyboard and that will bring up the text options. We're going to start from the side and we're simply going to enter rapid repair. Followed by we're then going to enter creative, computer solutions, followed by the company email address, which is rapidrepair@gmx.com. And that's it at the moment for the text, so I'm just going to go back up to here and press enter. Actually, I may keep that the same for now. Rapid repair is the main header, so we're going to increase the size of this text, possibly take it up to 24. Okay. We're now going to change the font of this image to something that will suit the website a bit more. I'm going to select all of that and we're going to change the font too. Chosen font. We're now going to make, we don't want everything to be bold, we want the first one to be bold, so we're going to select bold. Now we're going to increase the size to 36 pixels, possibly take that up again, take it to 48. We're going to press image to select or select tool to simply move the text down. We're now going to change the font we are for the two lower ones. We're going to select them, we're going to change the font to 18 pixels and this is centered a bit more. We're going to make these a smooth image now. We are now going to select our main rapid repair. We're going to double click on the layer styles. We're going to use a drop shadow effect. We're going to use the inner glow. Correction, we're going to use the outer glow. We're then going to do a bevel and emboss, and that will add a great effect to it. We'll try out the gradient overlay, and if that's not the effect we're looking for. Patterned overlay doesn't work well either, and stroke fill it into so much, so we're just at the moment going to keep it to a drop shadow, outer glow, bevel and emboss. We've now got the main bulk of this image done. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. I'm going to add a few changes and then get it looking just right, then I'll continue the tutorial once I've finished. Right, I've finished making some changes. I've added a little things. I extended the image a bit to get it follow up to the text more to make it look more effective. I increased the bold and emboss size just to make it a little bit more standing out when you'd click on the page. That's it, now it is, everything is looking great. I've compressed all my layers into one to make it an image, and this has been saved as a JPEG ready for use when creating other things such as a letterhead that I'll do it later on. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I'm Liam Kiley and this has been a tutorial on my using emboss, overlay, gradient blends inner glow, outer glow, shadow text for use in a web banner. Thank you.